So hello and welcome to Drive Dive. Today we are back at Phenomenal Imports and we have a very good category of vehicles called the Wagons. Now, Wagons have a special place in my heart. I like Wagons. Tukianzia na the Axela, the Atenzas, even to these practical utility vehicles such as the Fielder on my right and the Shuttle on my left. These vehicles are very convenient. For example, you can use them both to haul heavy luggage around. It's gonna a very big trunk space. And the other thing that you can do with these vehicles, you can use them for Uber purposes. You can use them as a family utility, a family oriented vehicle. They are quite convenient. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you are either in the market looking for either a Honda Fit Shuttle or a Toyota Corolla Axio, but your mind isn't sure which to choose. So today we have very similar competitors. Both are hybrids, both are wagons, and today we are going to find out which particular vehicle is the best fit for you. Starting off at the front of these models, similarities first. Both these vehicles have the same ground clearance, which is 150 centimeters, as we can see. 150 millimeters, sorry. The other thing you notice na hizi vehicles ni both have xenon headlights and halogen headlight setups. Now, the one thing that the Honda Fit Shuttle has over the Toyota Fielder ni the DRLs, which look fantastic. Bonnet design, I like the aggressive styling of the Toyota Fielder. This looks a bit sleeker and I think it works better on the Honda Fit than this particular model. But hiyo ni preference yangu. I like the styling on this particular better. I think that's because I like saloons better. But it still works. Aggressiveness yake inaonekana. It looks a bit futuristic, but I like the design of the laid-back version of the Toyota Fielder. Now, tukiendelea mbele, this particular model comes with integrated parking sensors which function great. This doesn't have any parking sensors, but I think in other models you can get the parking sensors set up for you. It also comes with the small grille design, which is a bit lowered compared to the Toyota Fielder, which is situated right here and one at the bottom right here. The other thing utapata kwa hii vehicle ni purely cosmetic, ni the fake vents right here, while on this particular vehicle we have fog lights situated right here. Now, sisemi utakosa fog lights kwa Honda Fit zote. Hii ni base model, so keep that in mind. So in the full spec versions, you can find fog lights situated right here na parking sensors. Ni venye tu hii si full spec. So isikulimit in terms of choosing which particular model to get. Now, the aggressive styling of this particular model, ukikuja kwa this floor grille compared to this, I prefer this. The dark accents work. Kwanza ukiingia full spec version, it works better on this particular model. Ukitaka kutoa hizi gari, you have your opening right here, and on this particular vehicle, iko hapa ndani. The Honda Fit Shuttle is more aerodynamic with a very bold swooping roofline. Now, its caviar body panels zinasaidia kupeleka hiyo aerodynamic mbele, kufanya hii vehicle iweze kukua downforce poa sana. The light setup hapa nyuma looks fantastic on the rear end. It has a very clean taillight design and I actually like it a lot. We have the shuttle badging right here. We have the hybrid badging right here. At the bottom, tuko na reflectors hapa chini and fake vents. Hii vehicle iko clean, both in and out. And we have a shark fin on top. We have this fake alloys, so hizi tu ni plastic. Tango plastic guards, hazisaidiangi sana juu. The other side ni hiyo mabati, hiyo aluminium wheels, which don't do it justice. But in the full spec versions, you can get the alloy wheels. Same as the Toyota Fielder, we have the indicators on the side mirror right here. The side profile of the Toyota Fielder, as you can see, it's very boxy. It has a very elongated rear and it looks fantastic. Now it has the blacked out pillars, as you can see. It has the aluminum setup on the higher trims such as this, and it comes with the hybrid badging right here. The side mirrors have the indicators on them, and on the top we have the roof racks. We have the radio antenna on top, which looks fantastic. And overall the setup of this particular model iko poa sana. Kwanza with the blacked out wheels, it looks fantastic sana. The rear of this particular model, the light setup as well looks fantastic kabisa. Tukianzia with these blacked out lights, looks great. We have the hybrid badging, same for Toyota. Wanakwanga wamezieka in this bluish tint, which looks great. Hapa chini unaweza pata the Corolla Fielder badging, and right here we have the hybrid synergy drive badging. So the brake light right here on top, and overall the stance for this particular model, unaweza tell tu ilikuwa Axio ikakuwa converted juu body design. Ukifikisha penye hiyo tail light imefika hapa chini, hapo ndio boot ya Axio ilikuwa imefika. So iko quite convenient, quite capable, but the trunk space in this particular model sio as much as you will find in the Honda Fit Shuttle. Now we have the reflectors down there below, the parking sensors ziko hapa chini, which are this, and this. But overall the appeal of this vehicle is great. Under the hood of the Toyota Fielder, we have either a 1500cc or an 1800cc in the higher trims, but hybrids zinakujanga standard with a 1500cc plus the electric motors to help it. So independently, ukikuwa tu na hii particular 1500cc engine, kama hasio hybrid kabisa, itakuwa ina achieve 110 horsepower, which it uses the 1NZ FE engine, which is quite nice. This particular vehicle sasa juu iko na the electric motors plus this, the 1500cc iko underpowered kidogo kwangu juu ina achieve only 74 horsepower, while the electric motors gives it a boost of 61 horsepower, which combines it to a total of 135 horsepower. So the power output in the Fielder is greater than in the hybrid shuttle, and hata kama ni hybrid zote, you can see this particular vehicle outmaneuvering and outperforming the capability of the Honda Fit Shuttle. Both the Honda Fit Shuttle and the Fielder use CVT transmission, which is standard by 2018, and they serve excellently in both vehicles. Juu importance ya CVT sana sana ni efficiency. So why most companies use CVTs in such vehicles, it is due to their efficiency. Juu hazina any gear change, it is just a continuous acceleration, continuous to nikaina peak, ni kama electric cars, how you imagine them to be, continuous acceleration. And with aided with the electric output of this particular model, unaweza understand why this vehicle gets a higher number of 135 horsepower compared to the low number which tulipata kwa Honda Fit Shuttle, which was 108. Ukiweza kuwa unaangalia sasa na hybrids ya Honda Fit Shuttle na Toyota Fielder, the Honda Fit Shuttle wins since it achieves 148 horsepower na hii in achieve 110 on petrol alone, unless uende the 1800cc, but 1500cc ya Shuttle ina bado sasa zitakuwa zimetai kidogo na the 1800cc platform. Under the hood of the Honda Fit Shuttle, now in the other models, for example the petrol versions and the hybrid version, this being a hybrid, zote zinatumia 1500cc engine. The major difference ni hii iko na the hybrid technology, which is the LDA plus IMA system, which gives it 88 horsepower. Na hiyo electric motors zinaziongezea another 20 additional, bringing it up to 108 horsepower combined. The hybrid uses a 7-speed dual clutch, a DCVT, which is basically a DCT for better efficiency and a gear-like feel. So the verdict on performance is the Fielder is more tuned for reliability and consistency, while the Honda Fit Shuttle is peppier and more modern in driving feel, especially e-hybrid. Ukiweza kuwa unaendesha hii gari, ukanyage mafuta kidogo tu juu ya electric motors and the other bits ni kama braking system yake, this feels peppier.
In the interior of the Honda Fit Shuttle, naweza sema Honda Fit Shuttle looks much better than the Honda Fit. Dashboard layout naweza sema iko similar kidogo to Honda Vezel. Kwanza the center console and this gap underneath right here, but the major difference inaingia kwa the premium feel. So this vehicle has cheaper parts. Ukianzia dira the cup holders, the Honda Vezel had very fantastic cup holders. Ukicompare hizi two ni box, the Honda Vezel had a very premium feel in the cup holder design. The center console layout as well, it was slightly better, but you can't complain once you are inside this particular unit. Ukizatoka Honda Fit uingie kwa hii gari, major step up, but kama umetoka Honda Vezel ukuje hapa, ume downgrade kabisa. So the trims found in this particular model, we have the leather trims on the dash, quite elegant, inakuja hadi huku chini. The glove box is plastic, lakini the center console has the piano black theme. The sasa gear shifter similar to the Honda Vezel and the Honda Fit. Now the storage panel inside here haina anything inside, just a narrow storage box, haina any USB ports, anything. It's just a box right here, plastic as well, cheap plastic, unaisikia tu, quite cheap plastic. Now hapa kuna this small storage whereby you can place your devices, your keys, anything like that. It is a push to start and it uses a foot brake as well. The steering wheel, nothing fancy, haina any setup ya kupick calls, haina anything fancy at all. The major thing you can do, it is just to set your cruise control. Unaweza control your wipers, quite easy. Setup ya steering wheel ni kama tu ya Honda Fit, haina anything major to write home about. This infotainment, I appreciate at least kuna screen, si radio, but in the Honda Vezel you can have the option to have a touch screen with the Android and Apple CarPlay. Hadi kwa hii gari unaweza jiwekea aftermarket, but haitakuja na the model, lazima ujiwekee aftermarket. Now everything else it's basic. This being the hybrid option, kuna option ya turn off the hybrid battery na kuengage sport mode, unafinya hii button, or you can go full electric and use the icon button on the driver side, which was similar in the Honda Vezel and Honda Fit as well. The seats, this is the base model. How we expect any leather, una expect only these fabric materials, as you can see, but they are quite comfortable. I actually appreciate how Honda makes the front row seats. And try to compare the rear seats with the Honda Vezel, since I actually didn't appreciate the Honda Vezel rear seats at all. In the rear seats of the Honda Fit Shuttle, similar to the Honda Vezel, they're not comfortable. Ziko na kitu tu, but they are not the most comfortable seats. This part is too narrow, very narrow. For tall people, it isn't ideal at all. Nikawa meka viti za Nissan March kwa hizi gari. They are very narrow. Now, the headroom I highly appreciate. The headroom I highly appreciate. Quite suitable. The legroom as well, iko fiti. But there is this gap that is just very uncomfortable. Sijui kwa nini. I think Honda should revise this setup. But ideally, kama hii gari unanunua, how consider the rear passengers sana. Juu majorly, it is for hauling cargo at the rear.
In the interior of the Toyota Fielder, this particular vehicle has basic amenities, starting off with their materials. No leather trims at all. We have plastic all around. Even the doors are plastic fitted, which you expect in a utility vehicle. Tukikuja kwa the steering, it's rubber padded, but we have small controls right here, which are used on the small display right here. These are the electric controls, which feel great and tactile. Vizuri sana. While we come down here to the lower part of the center console, I like this gear shifter. Hii gear shifter iko quite convenient. It's quite firm, quite convenient kwa grip yako ukicompare na the Honda Fit Shuttle. The handbrake as well, quite easy to use. Sio kama kadogo venye ukiweza ingia ndani ya Honda Fit Shuttle utaelewa. its foot brake ni kadogo sana, hata saa ingine huko sure kama umeengage ama umedisengage, but with this handbrake definitely utajua. We have a 12 volt socket right here at the bottom, an eco mode or an EV mode button, and we have the option whether to power on or off the audio for this vehicle. We have the lane keeping assist button right here, and it's quite easy to use. So if you're looking into the Fielder, quite convenient, easy to use, kila kitu ni easily understandable, hakuna kitu itakusumbua. The screen hapa juu unaweza use only for Bluetooth and for your music aux ama hizo vitu zingine. You don't have any option for the Google Map setup juu hii ikuji na Android or the Apple CarPlay, but unaweza jiwekea an aftermarket display which ita serve the needs as well. So easy to put off this model. The seats are fabric fitted and they feel comfortable. As I compare similarly na the Honda Fit Shuttle, your comfort level is similar. So the interior of the Toyota Fielder, it's quite comfortable. I have a lot of knee room, a lot of headroom, two room iko fiti, the support it's adequate, the seats are quite comfortable. Siwezi compare na other models in particular. So ukiweza compare hii sana sana na Honda Fit Shuttle, I like this better. Interior wise iko better. Kwangu kuanzia mbele hadi hapa nyuma, I prefer this to the Honda Fit Shuttle. But what to keep in mind ni juu ya hii distance wametupatia hapa imelimit trunk space hapo nyuma. But if you can recline these seats kwa unataka a lot of space, this will offer you better storage space than the Honda Fit Shuttle. So let's talk about which particular model to choose and why. In conclusion, both the Toyota Fielder and the Honda Fit Shuttle are excellent wagons, but they serve slightly different purposes. The Fielder is your dependable daily tool, while the Honda Fit Style Shuttle is your stylish yet clever runaround. Hii siwezi sema uitumie as a utilitarian kabisa, but this one can be hauled kama pro box kabisa. So let us know in the comments which you will choose, either the Toyota Fielder or the Honda Fit Shuttle. If you want either of these vehicles, zinapatikana at Phenomenal Imports, so make sure to like, subscribe and check out their website.